part of level
We're live.
3.
Welcome to Dice Off, our channel where we get together and play fun games if we possibly can. And so today we're going to be playing a game called Age of Adventure. It's a tabletop role-playing game, and where the players take on the role of characters in a medieval world of magic, and I try to kill them. So let's introduce the characters. We'll start over here with Scott.
Yes. Oh, yes. My name is Obadiah. I'm a human scholar and alchemist.
All right, next.
I'm Clestus the Balmal, Dwarf Paladin.
Then we have Kevin.
I have Daon the Gunslinger. The human gunslinger, I should say.
All right. And last but not least, we have the ever-famous...
I am Piff, verblog extraordinaire.
All right. Now, where we left off last week, Obadiah had crafted the largest bomb in the history of large bombs in order to fulfill his duty to Goldblast, who hired him for this job. Leona and the baby were left at Grendel's bandit camp, while the party began heading west to deliver said bomb. Now, you saved Loon, who was an elven hunter, from a orc ambush, after which Loon invited you to some well-deserved hospitality in Evergrove. Considering the circumstances surrounding your last visit there, however, you were a bit apprehensive about returning. However, you soon learned that those in Evergrove now believe that Leona and her baby are dead, and that the baby was not tainted at all, but was merely pale from sickness. Now, during your stop at Evergrove, Daon had a slight misadventure with a very homely elven woman. However, in the process, he did recover Leona's heirloom pendant. The party then left to continue your journey to the Dwarven Undermountain so you could deliver the bomb.
Yes.
However, you did not get even an hour's travel out of town before you were ambushed by a group of cloaked elves who turned out to be Lord Zariel's house guards. Now, Loon did not participate in the battle with the elven guards. He did end the fight with some harsh words in Elvish, which you're not sure what he said. However, confused by the attack, Loon decided to remain behind to discover what was afoot in Evergrove, while the rest of you continued onward toward Undermountain. Before departing, however, Loon warned that you ought to head south until you get to the Alianda River, and then west, rather than west and then south. So where you are...
I would imagine as soon as we pass the Alianda River, we're out of Elven territory.
Not entirely. The river actually cuts through the Elven forest, so there's Elven lands to the north and south. However, most of their lands are to the south of the river.
Oh.
This Evergrove is actually just their trading camp, where most of the other races come to trade. So, heading south will get you to the Alianda, which it's a river heading east to west. East will bring you back to the Hawk River and the human lands. West will eventually, it reaches a place called the Fork, where two rivers actually meet, and that's where you're actually heading, the Fork. The Fork is where the river to the north is the Copper Snake River, and it heads up to Furbolg lands. In fact, our good friend Piff over here, he followed this river to get to the human lands. And then the Fork to the south heads to the Undermountain. So in essence, what you want to do is follow the Alianda all the way to the Fork, cross the bridge that is there, and then take the southern route until you get to the Dwarf lands.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Makes sense. So, what do you want to do at this point? Oh. Yeah, what would you like to do at this point?
Yes. Well, I believe a few of us are fairly injured. Maybe one of us.
No, I am injured. I have an arm.
Yeah, just a slight arm injury.
Is that it? I do remember last time you were hiding behind some bushes out of fear.
Did something.
We healed up at the Elven Village.
Oh,
Everyone else healed up at the Elven Village, but you did not.
You did not. You had
I
a lot
just
of injuries.
have an arm injury recorded, but at the same... Oh yeah, I was just holding the grail because I had an arm injury, so I couldn't fight.
You couldn't fight because of your arm injury.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it was.
And I almost took an injury, but then I hid.
No, you took a lot of injuries, if I remember correctly, and then you drank a heal potion.
Oh, yeah. But it healed all my injuries. And then I
And you
almost
should be
went out.
fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the moment you healed all of your injuries... Yeah, because you had like 20 bleed tokens.
Yeah, so I stayed in corporal. And the second I drink the healing potion, everything dies.
That's true, that's true.
Waste of a perfectly good healing potion.
Could have drank it a lot sooner.
Well, could have.
You could have, but didn't.
Oh boy.
I could have also saved it.
That could also help you from not getting an arm injury.
So, but anyway,
That's what the
we
healing
still have that
potion's for.
pendant, don't we?
That you drank.
Is that
Yeah.
pendant charged?
We need to finish the day, and then it'll be
Yes,
charged.
rest once. Very good. Shall we limp along then?
Yeah.
That's
Yes, we shall.
Alright,
Excellent. I believe
continue
this-
limping along. However, I need to know, are you heading
South.
west or south first?
Oh, I think we should head south, like that guy told us.
Yes, I also believe we should head directly south.
South? Alright. Alright, you head south through the forest. After about half a day's journey, you begin to cross many signs of recent goblin activities. So you occasionally find axed trees. Some of them have been felled for absolutely no reason at all. Slain forest creatures. Some half-eaten, some just killed for the fun of shooting them.
Yes, this is slightly concerning. We should
Yeah.
probably be on guard and try and stealth through here.
No big deal.
Keep your eyes peeled. They never know what might be around the corner.
Crooked arrows stuck in trees. Let's see. Spilt blood, trampled grass. And I do need to know who's leading the party.
Probably me.
Obadiah in the front. Followed by
Me.
Dayon.
I guess Clestis will go next.
Alright. And our Furbolg friend
I guess the
taking
one
up
guy
the
who's
rear.
not injured will be in the very back.
That makes sense
Does
to me.
Obadiah have injuries?
Was I? I don't think I was.
I don't think
Maybe you were,
was
but
a
I know
pansy, you
a
said
lot
that
of
was
other
like,
people.
You hid in the bush with me.
Alright.
Yeah.
I do need result checks for awareness from every single
Oh god,
person.
results.
Starting with Obadiah.
Alright, let's do this. 3.
I didn't roll 1.
5.
Finally. There was some bad rolls last time.
Alright. Unfortunately, you missed it.
I
The
figured it in.
last thing, unfortunately, between the trampled grass, the spilled blood, the slain animals, orcs have a propensity to just relieve themselves wherever they are.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, you were watching the trail and you were watching for orcs, watching your surroundings. You weren't watching where you were
Oh
walking.
no. I'm gonna have to burn a boot. This is terrible.
You feel the squish before you get a whiff.
I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look at it.
Unfortunately, so what exactly do you want to do at this point?
Keep my eyes up, shake my foot, and continue onward.
Continue onward. Next in the path, Dayon. What did you roll?
5.
A 5. Again, you are wandering around and you think you smell this unusual, kind of terrible odor. Then you feel a squish as your foot sinks deeply into something that you really should not mention. What would you like to do?
I go down and look and go, oh my god, what did I step in?
It's not pleasant, that's for sure. It definitely looks like it was the result of one of the larger leaders of the goblin units, One of the ogres, perhaps.
This guy's a jail.
You're probably a little upset that you were not warned about this situation.
He saw the foot shake. It's not
You could have told me so. You stepped in something.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Such a germaphobe.
All right. The rest of you, fortunately, have saw this scenario in front of you as they begin arguing back and forth over whether or not there exists anything in the road path you're taking. So we have Piff taking up the rear, Dayon, Clestis, and leading Obadiah, heading westward. No, southward.
Southward. Yes.
Now, it's not too long you begin hearing the sound of the occasional thwack.
Oh, yes. Be on guard. There are definitely lumberjacks in the forest.
Oh, is anybody got a leg injury?
Thwack!
I shall
Alright,
hide
good.
and stealthily try to observe what is making the thwacking sound.
Yeah, I'll help. I'm more stealthy too.
It sounds like something really beaten out there.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, who is that? Something out there.
Are you sneaking forward? Everyone's sneaking forward, or just one individual?
I will sneaky forward.
Oh,
I shout angrily at it.
I will hide instead of
I
sneak
will
forward.
Now, yeah, he begins to shout. Now, the rest of you two of you individuals are close enough. You could try and clamp something down over his mouth.
yeah, I'll put
Like
my
your hand, a dirty
middle
sock.
hand.
We're gonna need your agility roll or athletics versus yours to see who can.
Oops. 7.
2.
All right. Fortunately, you kind of see what's happening before the thwack sound happens, and the dwarf just kind of grunts, looks angrily at it, and begins to yell towards this sound.
I had a 5 on stealth.
Recognizing that this has happened many times before, you slap your big old fisted cuff over his mouth, preventing him from saying anything.
But that's provided that his intelligence is high enough to notice that.
Just saying. I'm real smart, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, you rolled a 5 for your stealth.
Yes.
All right, that's actually going to be enough to allow you to sneak forward. Fortunately, you find some trees or bushes, some rocks to hide behind.
I am a squirrel. Nothing but a squirrel.
What you see before you is a little disheartening, unfortunately. You have come close to the Alianda. In fact, you hear it rushing in the distance to maybe 30 yards straight south of you. It's hard to see through the thick trees, though. You are pretty close to it. In fact, you know from this point you're going to have to be heading straight west. You've gone about as far south as you can. The Alianda is a deep, fast-moving river, and swimming it is possible without much gear, likely.
Well,
How
what
about
about,
teleporting across?
what about having
That
a
could
canoe?
A canoe could work. A canoe could
I got
work.
one
He does have a
He
canoe.
does have a canoe.
in the backpack. Do we want to?
All right. Anyway, what's making this noise?
You hear the rasping voices of several of the little goblins, the short, runty ones with the scrawny arms and scrawny legs, the ones that are beat on by the larger goblins. They've got axes, and they're currently at work trying to fell a large tree. Behind them is several other goblins, the stronger ones with the ape-like arms and the thick neck, strong back. There's a couple other trees that have already been felled, and they're in the process of hewing off the branches, trying to make these logs, which some other goblins are tying the logs together in an attempt to make, you're not sure what exactly, but it's like a flat platform of logs, and it's fairly close to the river, and they're tying it together
Imagine they're
with
trying to make
vines.
a raft of some type.
In the distance, behind this work, you can see several tents of animal skins. Some of them are probably tanned. Others are probably just skinned. It looks to be a camp of some sort has been set up here. You can see at least 3 different fire pits are currently not active, but could be used. With miscellaneous, what you can spot, 11, 12 orcs in the area.
Yeah, we probably don't want to alert them to our presence.
Beyond the camp itself, you hear the bleating of a mammoth. And as you look beyond the camp to where that sound is being made, you see maybe half a dozen mammoths are tied up to various trees with various vines and enclosed by several more logs.
Does it look like the mammoths are probably strong enough to, like, easily bust out of this pen?
The trees that are holding them in are fairly thick. I mean, these are orcs. They don't make they don't make lumber. They just fell the tree.
If the mammoths were to say stampede.
If you could stampede them, they probably could break out if they really wanted to. But they're happy to graze.
Do I know what mammoths are scared of? Like dragons?
Well, what if you make them dance?
Well, I have illusions.
Well, you can let them dance.
Could work. Could
Okay,
work.
but before we continue, I'm just gonna take my mace out of my pack and attach the grail to it.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea. All right. One of the goblins stands up, and he kind of walks over to the largest goblin of the group. Let's see here. This goblin is just a hairy, fat goblin. You recognize him as more commonly called a bugbear. Maybe 7 foot tall, thick arms, hair covering most of his body, thick, smelly hair. Very well known for their martial prowess. The smaller goblin, he says, "Methinks this area is all sopped up, boss. Ain't gonna find no more mammoths around here." The larger goblin, he was sitting down, grabs his big ol' axe, kind of uses it to kind of push himself up off the floor, and he looks at the other. He's got a huge scar on his face where he lost an eye. 2 big tusks coming out of his face with large, heavy iron chain kind of connecting them, almost like decoration. You're not sure. And he's got red war paint smeared all over his face. He says, "I ain't caring what you thump. We ain't leaving till we turn over every stone, every leaf, and every twig. You're gonna find all those matters and me, I's gonna sit right here until you do. Then, once we got 'em all, we's gonna march 'em south so Dropkick can make his deal with those whiteys.
Whiteys?
And I ain't want no more of your lip. If I wanted your lip, I'd cut it off." He did.
So want to plan a suggestion saying cut off. I have the spell components to do it. Oh god.
Well, don't they know it's you though after you do that?
No. As long as they don't see me, it'd be fine.
Oh.
Yeah, because this particular spell does not initiate combat.
Does not initiate
But
combat.
is there a goblin guarding the mammoth entrance gate thingy?
Oh, the mammoths are on the far side of the camp, and you really can't tell anything that far away. In fact, the only reason you know the mammoths are there is occasionally they're so big that you can kind of see one every once in a while, and you hear several of them.
I'm going to retreat back and inform the rest of the party that there is a large goblin encampment. Yes. Oh, just up ahead, there is a very large goblin encampment. Way too many for us to fight. We should probably circumvent this.
So you're saying they want a piece of Clestis?
If they were to roast you, possibly.
Well, I don't think they care if roasted.
They might
Not
just
in
eat
that sense.
All the
they might not
goblins
even
I
roast
know
it.
just eat it regardless if it's roasted or not.
Well, that's true.
Go ahead. Should we fight? Yes, we should fight them.
I do think they want to eat you though.
You might not. You might taste pretty good to them.
No, but
So you're saying I should just walk down there
Oh,
Yes,
with an
that's-
apple in my mouth?
maybe if we like real stealthily, like we wait for a couple of them to leave, we killed them, then there's less of them.
You know, or we wait until they feast on him, and while they slumber,
I believe we just head south right now and then cross the river and leave them be.
How many of those bombs can you make?
Not anymore.
We could use this bomb for this.
I'm saying,
And find an old dragon to make another bomb.
I think we should just.
I mean, I
Four
did kill the
rounds,
last
no.
one, so I would imagine we wouldn't have much problem.
but what's
Yeah.
the goblins doing here?
Oh yes, they're collecting mammoths.
Oh wait, isn't that something we probably don't want to happen?
Well, yes, but there's nothing we can do about it.
We are a little too banged up at the moment to be.
We are injured and not at our full potential, and there are a lot of them, like way more than we have ever fought.
Lock 5?
Like
Higher
Four
than you can
times
actually
five.
count yourself
Oh,
with your
wait.
brain.
yeah, 4 5s.
4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Oh yes.
To make the furblug do math.
How many are big?
A lot.
Like,
Most
3?
of them.
Ooh, yeah, we should leave. Screw mammoths.
Yes,
we
I
need
say- I
a
say
whole
we-
mammoth in our group.
I say we head south.
Where is our mammoth? You know, our mammoth could have easily
He's
freed
pretty
the others.
lazy.
You just said to stay back.
What a coward.
But yes,
He said-
definitely
And
head
south?
south quickly before someone catches
Alright.
us. They're lurking about the woods and trying to find more mammoths.
Remember,
Oh.
about 10 to 20 yards from here, south is a giant river, and
Well, we get in our canoe and then we float out.
Oh yes,
Wait, which way
you
does the
three
river go?
get in the canoe and
the
cross.
river heads
Towards the if
east.
Man,
It
that's
flows
the
east.
wrong way.
We gotta go south.
Yeah.
So if we
just
cross
need to cross.
the river-
Because
Actually-
if we cross, then there's no orcs and goblins.
How deep
Because they're
is-
all on this side of the river.
I think we should go find out how deep it is.
Why don't you walk in and let us know?
Because I'm a little worried about me sending you guys across the canoe. We can't all fit in one canoe.
I won't be in the canoe.
That was your fan.
It's my canoe. You shut up or you don't get a ride on it. Man, I don't take my canoe by myself.
How about your trustworthy weapon?
I was offering for you guys to get in it, and I was gonna wait. But then this guy got to be so mean.
How many of us will fit in the canoe?
one.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
One?
It was it's a small canoe. It's more like a
Oh,
kayak.
God.
Well, what we could
one
do,
person canoe for testing.
what we do, is we tie a rope to one end of the canoe, and as one goes across, you tie
Pull it back.
and pull it back.
We'll have to do that.
As long as that rope don't break and everything in the canoe just goes.
But I
Plan.
don't believe we have rope.
Oh.
Does anyone have an
Yeah, you got
adventuring
rope because
kit?
you roped the canoe to your back.
Yeah, but Gold Blast took it. It was Gold Blast rope. Unless
The
you-
goblins have vines. Oh, that was a bad idea.
Alright, we just kill a couple of them, and then we get the rope, and then we leave.
Alright. I believe this operation requires a little bit of finesse. Perhaps,
I'm real stealthy.
Okay.
I actually am.
Okay, do we see any vines just laying around?
No,
That the
not.
goblins
I mean,
don't
you could
have?
search. You could search through the forest if you'd like.
Should we do that or raid the goblin camp?
Yeah, you
Wait,
should
do
make
the
it-
goblins got any canoes?
No.
Oh, man. How'd they cross the river?
They had a raft.
they didn't? They were
Wait,
already on this side of the river?
I thought that you said something
I
about
thought
that.
you said the
No, this
mammoths.
trail that we stepped in poop was heading towards the river.
That was.
Yeah, I
that
thought
was
you said the mammoths are on the other side of the
No,
river.
they're on this side of the river.
Oh, that's better. We just saved them.
Everything's on this side of the river.
Yeah, everything is on this side of the river.
Okay,
There's
you say something
nothing on
about
the other
that.
side of the river.
I believe they only wanted to cross the river, so to circumvent.
Well,
The
maybe
camp.
we just build them the raft and then they'll leave.
this is not going to go. I don't want to be here.
Goblins no like us.
Okay, well,
They
Break-
will try-
break it down in verbal
If you
language.
Give them a free raft. They gotta be a little grateful.
Yeah, as they're munching on your corpse.
No. I don't know.
Did I notice any like coils of vines or ropes that I could possibly sneak up to and steal?
You would have to sneak past the goblins that are axing the trees down to the area where the other goblins are chopping the limbs off the trees, to past them to where the goblins are roping the trees together. So you could get through 2 sets of them. It's only maybe
It's a lot.
A DC 20 difficulty.
we have this little gun guy over here that'll bring the whole camp to us.
Yeah, I cannot exactly make quiet.
I'm gonna
stone
sneak. I'm gonna
kills.
sneak. Let's head. What way would it be? North.
back north.
In the mammoths were north.
No. So you're here.
Yes.
So if you're here,
Yes.
over here would be where the first set of goblins would be. The
Yeah.
straight beyond is where the next set of goblins would be. Straight beyond is where the next set of goblins would be. Beyond that would be the camp itself, and beyond that would be the mammoths. So think of it
So
as
the mammoths
one
are
line.
like, and the river is that way.
Right here.
The river is basically right here.
Let's just go back the way we came.
Even if we shot a mammoth, it would start to stampede. But at the same time,
Okay, so we'd really have to take a big loop around to get to the mammoths.
You'd have to take a big loop around to get to the mammoths. And that's assuming they don't have scouts out.
Oh.
I say we just cross here. This is the best option.
Yeah. But we don't got rope to get the canoe back.
True.
Oh, what if? Well, I want to see how deep the river is. I'm like testing it with my foot.
Oh, that's going to
I
require
didn't
you to do it.
Okay. Of course it's gonna be shallow.
Well, it starts off shallow, but then it gets deeper
Yeah,
and
I
deeper and
want to
deeper.
keep walking and see if I can like, if I don't got a bunch of stuff on me.
No, you've been in this river before. You actually left. You escaped.
Yeah, that's where we
Evergrove?
came across in the Elven
Yeah,
Fields
but
initially.
I never knew how deep it was.
It was deep, too deep to walk across, too deep to swim across even. The swimming isn't that it's deep. The problem is that it's such a fast-flowing river.
That's not good.
If you made a good strength check, you could probably make it across. But if you fail it, that might be dangerous.
I don't have the proper
Powder and
smoke
water
ones.
also doesn't do very well.
Is there any big trees like a decent ways away from the goblins that can fill a tree into the river so it makes a bridge?
No, the river is quite wide. There's no
man.
possible way to make a bridge
Like
across
the
it.
Mississippi River.
Yeah. The Aleandia is one of the largest rivers in the entire land.
How difficult is it to craft a rope?
How difficult to craft a rope? Well, you'd have to camp for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd probably want to head away from the goblin camp.
Like right now,
Then
you're
do the
barely
crafting check.
close.
That's probably the best bet.
Yeah,
There's
that-
way too many goblins here to deal with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should leave them and then make rope.
Yeah, let's head back and do that.
All right. There is plenty of open area to the north too, if you just want to circumvent that way.
Oh yeah, we could just ignore that one guy's advice and go north and then west.
Well, we want to go southwest. Because that's dwarves are southwest.
Yeah.
North is the opposite direction we want to go.
North is the way that you guys just came from, but you could backtrack, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we might have to backtrack a little bit just to get the rope.
We're a little too banged up for a fight.
Yeah, let's backtrack a little bit.
All right.
All right. So you're just going to backtrack,
Yep.
make camp, and then
Make rope.
make rope. But to make rope, you are probably going to need materials.
What kind of
Well,
materials?
what material?
I
will
can
gather
gather
materials.
Yes. So you'll have to gather the materials. This might take a couple days worth of work. Just letting you know. You have to gather the materials, then make the rope.
Before we went south, he advised we go south before going west,
Yep.
right?
You could have gone west and then south, and you
Yeah.
get to the same spot.
To where we are here, or a better
Yeah,
spot?
because we got to cross the
To
river.
where you're going, you'll get to where you're going.
Yeah, so we don't gotta fight the goblin. We might find a different spot to cross the river.
Yeah, there is a spot to cross the river. It's called the Fork. It's there's bridges that have been built.
Oh, so if we circumvent them, we could get to the
Yeah,
fork.
we can get to the.
Let's
fork.
loop wide around them.
Yeah,
Hell with this rope crafting idea.
yeah, I'm with you.
Well, you still can do it. It would probably at least if you spent an entire day doing it and you had both successful rolls, you could probably do it in one day. If either of the rolls fail, it'll take at least 2 days or longer, depends on how
How long would it
it'll
take to circumvent?
You'd probably be there by. Well, you went half a day south, so you'd have to spend the rest of the day heading back north again.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then.
I don't mind walking the same spot for.
And then to
later.
get, they're saying about 2 days worth of travel just to get to the fork.
No, then it'd probably be 1 day from getting back to where you were.
So tomorrow, at the end of the day, we might be at the fork.
Yep,
Yeah,
you'd be at the
let's do
fork
that.
tomorrow. So it'd be a lot
Better idea.
faster that way.
Yeah.
And then we can heal injuries with the pendant too.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
True.
let's do that.
All right.
Oh, can you pass me my blue dice that are down there? I need them.
How did they end up downhill?
When we were testing stuff.
You got it. You know,
He's a certain
he's
kind
gambler.
of special.
Hit has a bit of a gambling problem.
Hey, stop gambling if you win.
You know, life's a gamble. You just gotta roll the dice.
But business is a gamble.
Well, see how well all his gambles didn't exactly pay out.
I've never lost a gamble.
We could have a gamble right now.
My
You guys
bad.
can wager.
All right, what's the roll to avoid any
Any
orcs,
random.
goblins?
Let's see. Not very difficult. I would say you would be rolling your cunning to think of a way around.
5.
All right. That was sufficient to defeat any followers or people tracking you. They don't seem to be too threatened by enemies for whatever reason.
Probably
And
because
so
there's a
they're not
massive
looking out.
number of them.
All right, you head north again. It takes another half a day's journey to get approximately back to where you started, unfortunately. You're fairly close to Evergrove again. This time south of Evergrove. You can camp for the night. Let me see if I can find my tokens.
Well, can I roll my crafting and see how many sprockets with the crafting I can do?
Yes.
7. Alright. I'll let you know in the morning which ones
I
pick
would
up.
like to roll crafting versus a potion.
All right. Quick question: is anyone hunting, or are you going to be eating rations for the night?
I'll just be eating rations.
All right.
I'm gonna craft.
What is hunting?
That would be your. I believe it is your crafting skill.
Hunt?
Well, I'll eat rations. I want to get this. I want to get this potion built.
I'd like to get my gun built.
Whose rations do I have?
Oh, you got my rations. I want some of my rations.
Oh, okay.
So, I will eat rations and then I will do my crafting check on progress towards this potion.
All right.
So I roll a DC 12 versus DC 10, and positives.
You're doing chemical agents to make the potion.
Yes.
All right. And how many?
I need 10 total successes to make the potion.
And how many?
I have 7
You
currently,
have
so I'm going to work on it, and then I'll gather more
Yep.
materials, and
Okay.
then I'll finish it.
And are you going to risk all 7 of them in one shot? The idea
Do I have
is
to pick what I risk, or do I just
you have to pick what you risk.
consume what I...
Because you could choose to only risk like 1 at a time.
Artifact shards. How many artifact shards are risking?
I'm not risking any artifacts.
No, he's-
I'm risking chemical components.
It's the same thing.
Let's
just
do...
different. You could risk them all at once.
Is that
Let's do...
all in?
4.
4
Let's
at a
do
time.
4 of them.
So the most you can lose then is 4.
Yeah.
And the
also
most
most
you can
you
win
can
is
gain is
4
Yeah.
at a time.
Yep.
All right. 4.
8. I got all 4. Perfect. On the spot.
Nice game.
And
So-
what are you going to do for tonight while you're resting?
Crafting, I guess.
And you're going to be crafting...
The gadget thing. I forget what it's called.
Oh, you're going to craft your gadget?
Yeah.
All right.
How does that work?
You roll your crafting.
Oh, that's annoying.
Okay, crap. My crafting.
Yeah, you roll your crafting, and whatever you get, that's how many gadgets you can make. That's how many of your sprockets you
Sprockets
use.
and stuff, yeah.
So,
Okay.
so you've got 4 sprockets,
Yeah.
and you can turn those 2 sprockets into 2 gadgets.
Okay.
Or 2 gadgets worth of stuff,
Okay.
in essence.
I no longer have the ability to craft my arquebus.
Why?
Because last time you told me all I needed was metal, and now I need apparently wood.
Oh,
And I only bought
Just
metal.
harvest wood.
luckily you're in a forest.
DC dice 4 versus crafting
Yeah,
skill.
so you roll your crafting skill versus my 4. You can go out and look for wood. That might be suitable to make your stuff. So what's your crafting?
D8.
D8. Alright. So, we'll see how many materials you get. I got a 2.
6.
So you got 6 perfectly shaped sized woods.
Oh, 4.
No, 4.
Four perfect.
6
Four.
minus 2.
The difference, yeah.
The difference.
So you have 4 wood material that you can use to craft your stuff now. And they take up, you can fit 6 to a pack
Yeah.
slot.
I'm gonna change my verbal coupler into internal gyros.
Okay.
Because I hate having openings. I'm now immune to it.
Okay, so what does the silver harness get equipped to?
It doesn't get equipped, you just wear it.
Okay.
So it goes on
Magically.
top of your armor.
Okay.
And you can take it off with an action if
You
you
probably
need
just
to.
listed
Who
over
wants a
chest
first aid
slot
kit?
somewhere.
I got it. Wait.
Easy to track.
I don't got it. I don't got room.
He's carrying
got
a
a
giant. He's carrying a canoe and a giant bomb.
Anybody want
Wait,
a
who's
first
carrying the
he's
giant
carrying both
Oh,
pieces
you're
of
carrying
rock.
both?
I'm carrying all of the bomb.
You don't trust me.
I have been entrusted with this very, very delicate mission,
Oh.
and I shall see it through to completion.
Just gonna drop 4 metal on the ground and carry 4 wood in that
Oh,
spot.
okay, wait. Oh, never mind. I'd take a night to get my scimitar into metal, wouldn't it?
You don't want to give the metal to anyone else? Keep in mind, you can fit
I have
6
like-
to a slot.
Yeah, I have 6, 12, 18
Oh.
Yeah,
metals.
he just stuffed his backpack.
You told me
Wait a minute.
to buy metal. I
You
bought
dropped
a
4
lot.
metal?
Yeah.
I picked up 4 metal.
Oh.
Yeah, because all you need is one open slot in your backpack and someone can
Because
snag
I
it.
actually had 1 metal, so I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
5.
stack
I got my
it.
blunderbuss in there, my glaive, and all that metal,
Yep,
and
yep.
rations.
Okay, so it's +1 dice value for the leg springs, correct?
And you get, currently you'll get 4
4.
movement speed also.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll have those on.
When rolling to crafting the arquebus, do I just have to get the materials to craft it, or do I have to then still
want that on though?
roll to craft it yet?
But you have to roll to craft it.
Some
Yeah, you
rules have
roll
changed.
craft it.
Yeah.
No, I got the new file.
Okay.
I'm actually working on a lesser healing potion. This is the potion that
Oh,
I'm
nice.
focusing on.
All right. So, who would like the watch?
I can take a watch.
Early watch, late watch,
I'll take a
or
early
does it
watch.
not really make a difference to you guys?
Doesn't really matter.
I'll take a early
Oh.
watch.
I'll take any of them.
Any of them?
Yeah.
I'll just roll randomly to see which one happens on, and we'll just start with first to last watch.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let's see here. Fortunately, though, you happen to camp in a safe place. Nothing happens.
the
Nothing
picker of
bothers
safe
you
places.
in the middle of the night, and you're able to wake up early in the morning, ready to get started. You begin heading west through the forest.
I don't like this safe place culture.
Let's see here.
Only the safest of places. It's always safe when I got my sword.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Not a
my
lot.
guns.
Me and my ox can't keep safe.
Starting with you, let's make a resolve check to see what you notice as you walk. through the forest. 5. All right.
That's not so bad.
Followed by
Yeah.
Dayon next. 3. Then Clestis. Oh.
1.
Oh.
Oh no.
You definitely notice your feet.
All right. You've been walking all morning. It's probably mid-morning. And the forest is getting really thick and dark, and it's cloudy, making things even darker out in the forest. You're trying to... The shrubs and the bushes and the grass and the tree branches are all kind of getting in your way, and you have to kind of force your way through the forest. And at one point... Let's see, what do I need here? This guy, I think. You were able to maneuver your way through some... Well, you couldn't see them at first, but in essence what they are is it's these long silvery filaments, very sticky. Webs is what you were able to figure out what they are once Clestis walks directly into this big one, getting himself stuck.
Well, that sucks.
Be quiet, you stupid things.
Oh, you're the one making all the noise.
I'm not
Cut me down.
Seem a little bit stuck there.
Oh, yes. Webs happen to burn quite well.
Oh, yeah, but maybe we just cut him down instead of, burning him down.
I like burning.
Well,
Burning can be fun.
You know, if we do burn it, we can set the whole elves forest on fire.
We can do that after we make sure you don't die.
Well, you know, Spider might enjoy a giant cooked meat.
I'm gonna sheath my war pick, I'm gonna slug knight him, I'm gonna take my great axe out, and I'm gonna try to cut him out.
Alright, the unfortunate thing is, as you're figuring out what you're going to do with this web,
Uh-oh.
Itsy bitsy spider.
you count as having an opening, and I do not believe you get to even go until you can break yourself out. To break yourself out, you're going to have to use an action. Gotta roll vitality versus a dice 6, so you just
I'm gonna be
gotta
in
beat
there for a
me.
while. Adrian, dice 6 vitality, so...
As you're stuck in this web,
Oh no.
you hear this kind of this squeaking,
SpongeBob.
kind of high-pitched squealing noise, and you kind of look up as your arm is stuck in the web, and this large 2-foot-long spider with a big, hairy abdomen and 8 beady little red eyes is staring at you. Its little claws, mandibles, are just kind of working, clacking, as it's crawling closer and closer and closer to you. So, at this point, I believe what we need is an initiative roll.
I think they want a piece of you.
Initiative is resolved, correct?
Yes, result.
I'll roll the 1.
I never found Dayon's cousins, guys.
Hey, this time.
I probably don't get anything.
Ouch.
Well, you
Got
still
a
can always get
Oh.
initiative.
Yeah. You just don't get to do much.
That's...
Piff, do you happen to have a keg full of a dark stout, or perhaps some laser targeting devices?
No.
So one initiative,
Yeah.
5 initiative, 5 initiative.
As in, could you go get my laser pointer, please?
I thought you were talking about ale for a bit.
Oh, I was!
You know, he is a bit slow, you know. The poor old fellow. Dropped too many times as a kid.
You know, you can't start talking about ale and then expect me to know what you're talking about. All I could think about during the second half of that question was ale.
Oh, I did mean ale, too. There happens to be a nice refrigerated...
Man!
Just to be a bit of ale, just right here out in the forest.
This'll work. This'll work.
I think I might have an idea on how to possibly free you from a web. with
All right.
fire without killing you.
Unfortunately, these creatures are small, fast, venomous, and deadly silent. So, the first one leaps
I'll owe you one.
straight for the face of the dwarf as he's stuck in the web. His one arm is trying to keep the creature off him. Attack roll. You got an opening. So that's going to be a dice 20.
That sucks.
11 to hit.
This is not a dice 20 damage.
Do I get almost since it... Wait. That just involves damage, so...
You get a dodge, or you get
I
a...
can dodge in a web.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Or a parry.
But it's
I can parry in a web, too.
Yeah. Yeah, the web gives you the
gotta beat an
opening.
11. Can you
Yeah, you gotta beat an 11. Can you beat an 11?
No.
The unfortunate thing then
You get
is...
bit in the face.
Is it jumps on your face, wraps its
nail?
hands around your head, and then just injects its fangs right into your forehead.
Then he's gonna be a
The strongest point on the dwarf! The forehead!
That is going to be 5 points of damage.
That's what I use is the.
You
the
get
head
your
of the
armor
weapon.
to reduce it.
Hey, can I try and shoot it off his face?
You even technically
Face almost.
get your... It aims for your face. You have a chance to put your arm up
Well, I
and
mean,
block
okay.
it.
You do have that dwarven calloused skull.
You also have your shield. You get to roll all your defenses.
I don't have a shield.
Then you get your armor.
Yes. 5.
Nice. Nice. But... since damage was only reduced to 0, the poison effects still take place.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, I have a good herbal remedy for that.
Shut up, you hippie!
You're very aware for spiders being.
Oh, sorry, I don't think anything can fix that face.
Alright, we also have some more here.
Too bad I didn't choose to do an antidote potion.
Hopefully something doesn't, like, burst from your chest later or something.
He would only be so lucky. Alright,
Oh no! Don't bite me!
this unit, second spider, is eyeing Obadiah here. You spin just in time to see the thing leap from its web as it hisses, tries to cling right to your
I
face
think
as
it
well.
likes you.
Oh.
You
I should
have to
nimbly
roll-
sidestep.
Alright, so it rolls a dice 8 to grab you versus your vitality. So you roll your vitality.
Can I dodge it?
This is just to see if it gets a free opening on you.
Oh, okay.
This is a special attack. 2.
4.
4?
Nice.
As it lunges at you, you're able to bat it down with your hands.
Oh.
It falls at your feet and it tries to bite on your boot. So here comes its attack roll.
Oh god.
5 to hit.
6 to
Nice.
dodge. It tried to boot the stinky orc poop boot, and it was kind of repulsed by it and decided otherwise.
Which way do you want to jump?
Directly backwards.
Alright. Well, let's see. We've got one more out here. How much movement do we got?
Probably quite a bit.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does the same thing. Hisses, jumps out of its web, starts scuttling towards you. You turn just in time as it leaps from the ground towards your back. You need to make your vitality roll and beat this, or else it will jump on you and get an opening. 5.
6.
Oh, man. You're able to... It tries to lunge at you, but you put your boot up, knocking him down. He then tries to bite you in the leg. His attack roll, 4 to hit.
We'll dodge backwards. And it hits.
Oh, okay.
Get bit.
You only have to roll because there's no opening. 1 damage. Can you block that with anything?
No, I have no armor. I only have garments.
Oh.
So I automatically take that 1 damage.
That sucks.
Now you're poisoned.
Take 1 damage, and you're poisoned. You feel the poison just seeping into your leg. It's making you feel dizzy, and you're like you feel kind of like ham-thumbed, where your hands don't quite work right, your legs don't quite listen to what your brain's telling them to do. You start stumbling around and
It's like
drooling
when
a
you're
little.
drunk.
Yeah, except it feels really bad. It hurts.
So it's kind of like a head injury.
It's very much like a head injury. Alright, that is the end of their turn. Clestis, you're up. unfortunately, you're still stuck in the web. Vitality roll versus what was it? Verse 6. That will allow you to make an action. Otherwise, you just gotta struggle. 4.
4.
Dice off.
Dice off.
18.
20.
Double dice off. What in the world?
Thought the fate was there for you. 18.
Oh, 19.
10.
Ouch.
Uh-oh.
Ouch. So you struggle, but the struggle is real. The more you fight against this web, the more you get stuck on the web. Now, Dayon, it is your turn.
Well, this is gonna kind of suck. I have a Caliph here, quick. Well, just shoot it anyway. I know it's gonna cause him a free attack of opportunity, but I'll either move.
You can smash it too. That won't cause free.
Pistol?
Counts as a pistol whip counts as a club.
Imagine they would have high vitality. Well, we could try that. Let's see how that goes first. We're just gonna beat it.
Beat it with the butt end of the pistol.
Yep. So that would be brawling. I think. Yeah, that's D6 no matter which way we go anyway. So.
All right.
6 to hit.
6
Dice
to
off.
dodge. Dice off.
2.
2.
Luckily for you, I rolled a 1. You hit him. All right, roll
That's a
damage.
G for
Roll
me.
damage.
Come on. 4.
4. All right, how do you want to squash this thing?
I'd rather just kind of keep whacking at it.
All right, the first time you smash the thing and it squeals, its legs start twitching, and just like goo comes out of its abdomen, but there's not enough for you, so you just hit it again and again until the thing stops twitching. And that's
Cursed
the end
thing.
of that one.
Ain't biting me no more.
Obadiah, now, unfortunately, because you dodged during your turn, you will have to make a roll to see if you accidentally leaped into another web.
That sucks.
Anytime you move, you'll be making, anyone who moves will be making this roll. So, you will roll your resolve versus this dice 10 to see
Oh
if you
no!
can see the web.
We're all so bad.
I got a 10.
Yeah, there's no way.
Unfortunately,
There's just
you
no way.
leaped right into a web that was wiped
Can
right
I still
behind
cast
you.
spells if they cost 0 casting tokens?
You can make an action if you can break out of the web. If you fail to break out of the web, then you're stuck.
I just want to go invisible.
So, to break out of the web,
Shit.
dice 6. I got a...
Vitality?
You roll your Yep. 6.
I can't see it.
Unfortunately, you are stuck to that
He
web.
gets more stuff.
Well, I'm
Piff.
gonna use spider food.
So I'm gonna look around and see that there's webs everywhere,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna pull out my spell book,
Alright.
and that's a move action. I forget what it takes to pull out an item from a belt.
From about, it'll take, one action.
At this
Roll
point,
that.
I'm all for the fire.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
can
gonna do
create
that.
fire.
Fire.
Alright, so you're,
Lots
you're,
of fire.
you're just
I could pour out the powder.
grabbing that one?
Gun,
Yeah.
Light it on fire.
Alright.
Sprinkle it all over. Clestus over here. And
Alright, we have a spider still trying to bite the face of Clestus.
Ooh, fun.
just
Now, you are
before-
poisoned, so the opening automatically happens. 13 to hit,
No,
unfortunately.
not at all.
I'm sure you're gonna feel okay from this.
How much damage?
That is going to be 3,
Okay.
which you can block with your armor.
Hopefully. 5.
5. Alright. Tries to bite you again. But luckily, what do you have, chainmail on?
Leather.
Leather. It sinks its teeth into the
Boiled
leather
hide.
and isn't able to penetrate it.
Some good leather.
That is some good leather.
Let's see. We've got one more over here. This should be entertaining.
Oh.
You're stuck to a web.
Oh.
Me.
Yeah. Itsy bitsy spider came down the water spout.
Kill this thing.
Down goes
All right,
the
it squeals as it leaps at you. You need to roll vitality versus my dice 8 to try and bat it away, or else it's gonna just cling to your chest and bite you in the face.
7.
8.
What?
The rolls are real.
Just like it ate you.
So you're up with your free
Damn it.
hand. You try and bat the thing away, and it actually just grabs onto your arm. You try and shake it off, and it just crawls up closer and closer to your neck.
Hold still and maybe I can shoot it.
I'm gonna bite it in the throat. I want to throat bite this spider.
So here comes
it's
his
venomous.
attack roll. He hits with a 12. Is there anything you can do?
Tank it with my vitality, I guess. I'm assuming I can't dodge it.
1
Can I weapon parry
damage.
it?
Do you have armor?
Yeah, you can anything.
I can.
You can parry or dodge.
You rolled the
parry
12.
or dodge, but I rolled the 12 to hit.
Take that 1 damage.
Armor. That's a 3.
Oh, so 3.
And he did 1 damage, which means you reduced it to negative. So it not only blocked the damage, but it stopped the poison as well.
Oh, suck it, spider!
Oh, you're still in the web.
I don't even care. I'm not poisoned.
Let's see, Clestis, you are in a web, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna put down like a web token here just so I know who's in the web and who isn't. You're in a web. You're
Yes.
in a web.
For everybody who doesn't know, I'm wearing really terrible leather jerkin, which means I have to re-roll all armor rolls, and I happen to roll 2 3s.
Nice, nice.
2 trees.
All right, vitality versus 6 to see if you can break free and make an action. Otherwise, we're moving on.
6.
Your dwarven rage kicks in. You grunt and you tear yourself free of the web. Do you remember that? You get the bonus hit points, right? Start of battle.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure because I know he beat you for a. Did he even bite you for anything?
No, he hasn't
No
done any
damage
damage
to
to
the
the
dwarf
poison yet.
All right, what are you gonna do for your action?
How long does the poison last?
For the duration of battle, and then we have some serious first aid rolls to make afterwards.
That's why I
Can
don't
I
want to get
s-
poisoned.
Is there any effect to me during battle?
You just say you have an opening.
Yeah. Which means you
If I
can't make it
sacred
back
duty
up,
that-
or
will that go away for the duration of the
Oh,
battle?
what sacred duty say?
Remove an opening.
Remove an injury for
Oh,
the duration of a battle. Since it's kind of an injury.
you know.
I don't see why not.
For the duration of battle, I
Yeah.
would say yes. But it's going to come right back as soon as the battle's over, just so you're aware.
Yeah, but I don't have constant openings either.
Yep, we can sacred duty that.
And can I have like one of those tokens to represent my anointing?
You just need one.
Yeah.
The benefits of being a level 2 paladin. You only need 1 token. And does that take an action or is that automatic?
I think it's an action. So.
If it doesn't say action, it's just free.
Oh, okay.
a lot of the priest stuff is free.
Yeah, most of the free
That's
stuff's
true.
free. So what do you want to do with your action?
Feeling if I move, I'll get stuck in a web again. But
I mean, there's a guy right
There's
here.
right in
just
front of you.
Oh,
The
yeah.
spider in front of you.
Well, it's,
idea.
it's technically kind of on your face, isn't it?
So yeah, I'm gonna mace the spider.
Nice.
See the dwarf, the spider on his face.
That's totally what he's gonna do. Get off of my.
So, wait, how do you miss that? Do you miss your face?
You miss a spider.
You would hit your face more like it.
So you miss the
The
spider, but
spider
you still
dodges
hit
to the
your
side
face.
of your head, and you hit yourself square in the face.
Well, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see this dwarven face-crushing mace attack.
You could let me try and shoot it off your face and be like, just hold still.
All right, roll to hit. He's got a dice 6 dodge.
4.
4 dice off again.
Oh my.
Dice offs are real.
Ooh.
It's canted.
9. That unfortunately is going to be a miss. So here you are. As you start swinging towards your own face, the spider sees it coming with his 8 eyes and just scurries down your arm, and you just smack yourself right in the nose. Blood just starts coming down.
Does your weapon do impact damage? Oh, you gotta see if you should knock himself out.
No, he's all right. He's all right.
Oh.
The
Just a graze.
just
It's just a flesh wound.
I could just see the dwarf just
Have at
It's just a broken nose. Dwarves just wake up with these and they don't know why.
Most hit each other in the face with
All right.
all the time.
So you are free. I'm going to take this out. And you don't have the poison yet. We will add it back to you at the end of combat. Dayon.
So there's one over there. And that technically attached to his arm. That spider over there.
Yep. You got a shot at it, though.
Oh, I was gonna say, just hold out your arm and I'm just gonna shoot it.
Shoot it off the arm. Go for it.
Hopefully I don't miss. Oh. It can be very bad if I miss. I might.
What'd you get?
3.
Got him.
Oh,
Awesome. How does he get so lucky?
because I'm a gunslinger.
Do you only have one gun equipped?
Yes.
'Cause you could
I got the
aim.
arm injury,
Oh, yeah, you got the... Never mind.
so I can't even. 7.
7 damage. All right, how do you want to do this one?
I imagine he bravely holds out his arm,
I
and the
just-
spider just kind of.
Oh, you shot the guy off of me?
You shot it off of you.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, ah! And then it was like biting on my leather jacket on my shoulder, and suddenly a bullet just whizzes by and splat. I'm like, thank you.
You're welcome, good sir.
You shoot him right in the abdomen, and the goo from the abdomen just explodes in every direction.
Oh yeah. I imagine
I'm probably laughing at that.
it just wipe it off yourself. Just wipe it. You'll be okay.
It's like this. It's like,
As you wipe it off, Obadiah, it is your turn.
oh, it is on now. I shall return fire at the.
There's only one, and it's out of sight range.
Oh, it's way over there. Oh, well then I shall move my movement rate. Well, no, I'm stuck in a web.
Yeah, you're gonna break out. You got to roll vitality to make an action.
Can I
Verse-
just generate a casting token?
No, you can't even make an action.
Okay. 1. Does that beat it?
Trying to get free, but it's like the more you move, the more you wrap yourself in it until
I'm
you
just
are
gonna do that
completely-
alligator death roll cocooning here right
Yeah,
now.
you now are completely wrapped in the. You made a cocoon of web around you.
Well
Piff.
done, me. Well
Piff.
done.
Oh, I'm gonna generate a casting token.
I put the handkerchief
All right,
of spider goo back around my neck.
Clestus.
I try to hit the spider.
All right.
again.
Attack roll.
Just go ahead. D8.
Ooh. Oh! You like grunt, and the spider's in front of you because I think you knocked him off. And no, yeah, he jumped off when you hit yourself in the face. That's what happened. So he's on the ground right in front of you. You try and smash him, and it just jumps to the side. And it's like just sitting there, just going like this, almost like taunting you to hit him. But unfortunately,
Oh, it's off to the side now.
And he jumped right here.
The other side.
Dayon, it is your turn.
Well, I actually got to take an action to pull my other caliber and holster the other.
All right, did you want to move?
Am I at the level that I'm able to freely do that? I can't remember.
No, one more level.
I think it is one more level because I don't think I can. Yeah, no, it is one more level. I'm not gonna move either.
All right, just
Gonna
gonna pull it
kinda-
out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it the other.
Obadiah, you get another shot.
This
Wait.
will go well. 7! Ooh.
I think I skipped the monster's turn.
I'm fine with that.
7? Alright, you're able to break free. What do you want to do?
After flinging spider goop off of me, I'm going to generate a casting token.
Nice. Let's see. I did skip this monster's turn, so I'm actually going to just redo it, so he'll go right now. For whatever reason,
You delayed.
he delayed.
action.
What to do. Let's roll randomly and see which direction he's going to
Oh,
go
he's
in.
gonna die next round.
He's far enough away he can leap at the furbolg.
Oh, he doesn't know I'm a really good dodger.
Okay. He doesn't. He's still just beady little red eyes looking right at Clestus. And he just kind of clanks his mandibles together and leaps right at you.
This is fun.
So,
Block it with your face!
And then point your face towards me. Hold still.
he's trying to grab onto you. So you do have to make a vitality save to stop him from grabbing you. Shouldn't be difficult. as long as you roll a 1 or higher.
1 dice off.
Dice off. 10.
14.
All right.
Oh, there we
He
go.
lunges at you, or this thing, and you just kind of like put your arms up and grab his little legs, and he's just kind of kicking and squealing, trying to poke at you with his fangs. And eventually the thing just kind of curls out of your grasp, falls to the ground on his back, rolls over, and gets ready for the next one. Piff, you are up.
Four damage ritual as I use Bane.
Nice.
Just melts the spider.
Nice. How do you want to do this?
I want like it just to like start decaying in his hand because he kind of just jumped off his hand. So like when it's jumping away, it just kind of decays.
All right. So while the two of you, the spider and Clustus, are just kind of staring at each other, you're looking at this thing, and it's huge, like 2 foot wide abdomen, just kind of tears open like it's rotting, and this steam comes out, and goo just starts liquefying out of the top, and the thing just kind of twists and twitches and lays to the ground with legs kind of just dangling in the air.
Oh,
Followed by this horrible stench.
does anyone need first aid?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
And your poison comes back.
It says for a few minutes after that.
All right, unfortunately, yes, you get this feeling that this was maybe what Loon was suggesting you guys ought to avoid.
Oh, no,
Quite
that
a
wasn't
dangerous scenario.
bad. Oh, not too bad. Better than goblin.
Better than 10 goblins.
Definitely better than the goblins.
It's 5 times 4.
But, okay, 2 of us are poisoned.
I will
Stop trying to do
attempt
math.
to crush some mint and lilac together and rub it on the wounds and hope that does the job.
I do have a full aid kit.
First aid kits can be used to protect against.
I get a reroll versus the difficulty? Is that it?
What does the first aid kit say exactly? Does anyone know?
I believe you can reroll failures on first aid checks.
Yeah.
I don't know what the first aid check for.
Well, you don't get a first aid check. It allows something.
Oh,
Or, you know what? It might be medicine that I'm thinking of. First aid kits.
I don't have any medicine.
If you don't have any medicine, then you'll just have to tank the wounds.
Can I first
I have
aid
a
the
first
wounds
aid kit.
after they're wounded?
Can you what?
Can I first aid the wounds after they're wounded?
First aid kit.
No.
Can
Reroll.
someone just sit there and suck the venom out and spit it out?
Reroll
I don't think that
crafting attempts
works.
When after first aid after receiving an injury. Reroll crafting.
Yeah.
attempts.
You need medicine is what you need. Or you need herbs. Herbs would work, I believe. No.
I don't have anything.
Herbs could be turned into medicine.
We need weed.
I could. I just need more crafting checks. Like I've been.
Yep.
I'm trying to do a healing potion now. What I should have done is freaking antidotes.
Oh,
I didn't even think about it. They're only a dice 4. I would have had one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what's the disadvantage of being poisoned?
Well, you will
good.
end up having to tank dice for injuries. That's the disadvantage.
For how long?
Oh, no.
Until you heal them.
Well, like how often do we have to?
Just once.
Unless
One shot.
applied immediately, you take a dice 4 injuries.
Yep. Yep. So you
Yeah,
need.
so I don't have any
Oh,
antidotes.
okay. Well, let's
Well-
do this.
All right. Here, I gotcha.
Oh wait. So
Can
I
you
can't-
check this camera? You got bumped.
I can't vitality this nothing. Just
Go yeah, that's garbage. What'd you do? That's good.
All right.
Roll
All right. Who
dice.
wants to roll first?
So it's easier to
I
roll,
will.
isn't it?
I think it had something to do with lighting.
Lighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
The light was shining on him. All right. Who wants to go first?
do we get like saves against
The
this
dwarf
or
decided.
No.
The dwarf is tanking first.
Just tank it.
Here we go. 1 for the dwarf.
Well, makes sense.
Okay,
Okay,
well-
a dwarf.
Well,
The human
since you
might
didn't take an injury during combat, does dwarven resilience
No.
apply?
No.
That would have been funny.
4. Let's do some injury rolls.
Oh,
We may have some dead people.
This
Whoa,
guy.
One dead person. Dibs on his guns.
Better know my guns.
Unfortunately,
Touch the guns. I hope you shoot yourself in
I
the
did
face.
not say that out loud. I just think it when I see him dying.
All right, let's
I go on my own terms.
roll the dwarf's injury here. 1 chest injury, no negative effects other than the
Well, I have a feeling I'm gonna
You have an arm injury
chest,
and a chest
injury. Reduce max stamina by 1.
I'm so gonna die.
So
here.
chest injury, but
I don't have to take out my armor or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
So just a chest injury, but your vitality does drop.
Poison is
Wait,
so.
do I have to take some more of my bag?
That's annoying as shit.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're maxed out,
I mean,
you
but
get
these
1
guys
less
would've been
vitality.
really easy if they did poison.
So
Yeah.
I don't have a dice.
Here comes the
But poison is so.
yeah,
Evil.
until your injury comes back.
You know, I'm good on everything.
All right, so we have 4. Oh,
I'm gonna die.
this is gonna
I'm
suck.
probably gonna have 2 broken arms here and then be like, guys, gunslinger over here can't shoot nothing.
5 arm injury.
Okay,
That's the
yep.
other arm.
So,
Unfortunately, Dayon just collapses to the ground as the poison just twists through his circulatory
Oh, 2 arm
system.
injuries.
Well, we just bleed the poison out. Stab him in the
No,
heart.
not yet.
Any more arm injuries are automatic chest.
Chest injury.
oh, there we go.
There's
There's
one
your
chest.
second one. Ah! Head injury. You're so
opening.
screwed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's better than another chest injury or an arm injury.
Why
Last
we can't
one.
make him the spider den?
Another chest injury.
2 chest injuries.
2 chest injuries.
An arm
2
injury.
arm injuries.
and
a head injury.
He's alive.
He's alive.
Alive.
Conscious.
He is incapacitated, which means
Drag me in your canoe.
We need a camp,
got it.
and then once the amulet's charged, put it on him so he can heal his
That is charged.
chest injury.
It is charged. We just finished camping.
Oh, we did finish camping. We'll put it on him, and we'll heal his one of his chest injuries.
That's why I was curious if he's
Yeah.
unconscious or not.
he's conscious, but he can't walk on his own at 2 chest injuries.
Yeah.
So,
But if we put the
we
amulet
do
on
one
him-
chest injury.
And with the head injury, you're delirious.
Yeah.
So he's kind of mumbling about how he's gonna go.
Just don't shoot ghosts.
Yeah.
I can't. I have 2 arm injuries.
Oh, yeah, we're fine then.
I think that we should take away his firearms.
How can I can't even use them.
You never know.
I'm just gonna pull it out and be like, oh my god, ghost.
Let's throw the amulet on him and get rid of one of the chest injuries.
All right. The head injury though is causing you to be a little delirious. So he does think he's in like a cowboy movie, and he thinks his hands are really guns. So he's like, and you're not even sure what he's doing. But
Right, well,
he's got these like fever dreams, and he's
I
sweating,
feel good about traveling with this one.
and he's cold.
I think the webs serve a purpose here, and it's for holding him back when we walk away.
Hey, we could wrap him in webs so it makes a cocoon,
And then
and then put him in the canoe,
It's like
and put him in the ripple.
Yes.
So you're putting him in the canoe,
Canoe-
covering it
canoe
with
him.
webs.
Canoe him, cocoon him, and then canoe him, and then put him in the river.
Wait a minute. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you cocoon
The
him, and then you
greatest-
canoe him.
Fighter that ever lived. I killed everything.
All right. So as you're, you can heal one of the chest injuries, which allows him to walk. If you put him in the canoe, you got to carry him.
Well, but the first thing we should do before, I guess I'll put the amulet on him, and then I'm gonna chop my way through the spider webs and make sure I got my weapon out chopping it.
All right. So you're gonna take the lead chopping just to make sure you get through all the
I
webs.
got a big old great axe, so that probably worked pretty good.
I could just take my blunderbuss and just make a giant
But
fireball.
we're still gonna wrap him up from the waist up, and his mouth wrapped up too. Just saying.
Kill
You
everything.
know, he can't even move his arms right now. I don't even know if he's a threat to us.
No, I just want to do this. Don't question it.
No, I'm okay with it.
We seriously gonna get me to like.
All right, exactly in the middle.
Now,
of me deciding to do.
do we even... Oh, yeah, we haven't made it to the crossing yet.
Oh, are you gonna stop him from cocooning him?
No.
Okay.
It's just
You're
from the
gonna
waist
do it.
up.
I mean, he can't use his arms anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it does have waist
Well-
up does include the head.
No. I meant just gagging him, not covering his eyes.
Yeah, because that sounds so great. You're gonna gag him and bound him from the waist.
Anyway,
let's try and find
gagging him
that
with web?
yes.
Oh,
That's so gross.
oh my!
But he's delirious, so you could probably tell him it's like a Halloween
Beef jerky.
costume.
Tell him it's beef jerky.
Yeah, as a cowboy, I do love
Just
beef
chew on
jerky.
it. Chew on the web.
Yeah.
It's chew. It's tobacco.
I like spit tobacco all the time out in the West, you know.
Spitting web out of his mouth constantly.
Sitting by the campfire, and shoot my guns. Wait, sorry, I'm bound. Shoot my gun, chew
You
spit
just said be
tobacco.
like a snap from on the low.
Chewing, spitting back.
All right, so you're continuing on,
Yes.
traveling west.
Yes.
All right,
How late in the day is it?
it's now in the afternoon, maybe mid-afternoon, 3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, I was gonna say almost high noon.
At one point, it was high noon.
That's the reason why you were gagged.
Some
You know,
Overwatch stuff right
that
there.
might have been the best decision you've ever came up with.
All right,
If I'm spitting tobacco, I gotta spit the web out though.
you've now officially traversed the north side of the camp, and you're far enough away from the orcs that you're able to start heading south. In fact, you've been heading south for quite some time, and after a while, you begin hearing the sound of the rushing river of
Hey,
the Alianda.
found the river again.
A couple things do concern you, however. Being this close to the river, you have noticed that the recent orc activity has picked up again. Slashes in trees, occasionally plants are just cut down for no apparent reason. Flowers are stomped on and then ground into the ground.
Oh, there goes my antidotes.
However, you are very wary of where you place your feet.
Yes,
On
we
these
would
trails.
hate to step into orc poop again.
You mean disguise fluid?
I got a quick
Yes.
question. I
Disguise
don't
fluid.
get a first aid roll on the injuries from poison, correct? Just want to double check that. Okay.
Nope. You need to either use medicine or antidotes.
So you can't do them even on the injuries that result from the
Yeah.
Easier for me to make
Not on the
antidotes than
poison
just
itself,
make,
but on the injuries.
On the injuries, you can.
Oh,
So we should roll for injury on the injuries he received from the poison.
Oh, no.
That just
okay.
immediately fell in combat. You can roll for it.
Yeah.
The injuries you
That's
receive in combat, you can roll for,
Oh.
but not for any of those received from the poison.
This is annoying.
the doctor.
Do I need to craft medicine?
Yeah, medicine's pretty epically awesome now.
Trying to craft healing potions, which is kind of like medicine.
How many chemicals do you have?
Not enough to craft an antidote.
Okay,
Well, how many do you got?
let's move on with the story. Come on.
I need 4 to craft medicine.
Another thing that you happen to notice around this area, there's these large stones. They look like they've almost been purposely broken off. They're about the size of maybe an ogre head. Pretty huge, 2 feet in diameter. And at first you just notice 1 or 2 strewn about as you walk, and then you begin noticing a lot of them. Some of them have even been piled up into piles. You're not quite sure what they mean or what they are doing. Then, let's see, the leader. Let's have you roll some resolve.
Well, I was just trying to lead us out of this. Did you want to keep? I'll keep leading. It's fine. 3
3.
out of 4.
All right, to your left, which is south, is the river, the Alianda. And your nose, your huge fur-bolt nose, just kind of draws you straight to the south because you smell something succulent and delicious, some kind of cooking.
Is it beer?
Oh.
At first, it smells so good, you just don't even care what it is, and then you realize it smells like ham roasting in a delicious sauce.
I found my new cook.
Are you going to
I'll walk towards
get
it.
a business venture with the cook?
Yeah, I need a cook. I only got one. I need a multi-cook.
Perhaps we
business.
should cautiously approach, and in the event the cook doesn't want to share.
No.
Okay.
I'm hiring him. I don't care how much gold he costs or who he is.
How much gold do you have?
Very good.
Enough.
right.
No, you don't.
After negotiations.
All right.
I'll walk
No one
towards
asked
it.
you. Silence!
I do a quick point to my nose, and then I point that the way
Okay.
I smell it.
I will
Kind of slink off into the woods and hide.
All right.
And I'll follow. I'll follow the furlog up.
All right. The two of you, what are you doing?
I push him to follow and go into the woods also.
Oh, you push him to follow the furball?
Yep.
And then you jump back into the woods.
Yep. I really don't want the dwarf following me.
I look at him, and then I realize he's following me. I'm just gonna push him to the ground because he can't get up.
With his two little floppy arms, he can get up. It just takes him a while.
I just don't think it's smart for you to follow me. So if I push you to the ground, then you can't follow me.
All right, he does get an athletics roll to dodge that. If he doesn't want to be pushed over, yeah.
Do I get an athletics roll to see? If
we better go with a brawling attack roll.
Oh shoot! I was hoping it was gonna be vitality.
Oh, I'm still gonna go fall over.
What'd you get?
1.
1? Yeah. You're distracted by the delicious aroma, and while you're looking off into the distance, Furball just whoop.
He's delirious though. He doesn't know it's me.
Can the dwarf run up and lift up the gunslinger again?
He can get himself up, even though he does have two.
He's wrapped up.
Oh, he's wrapped.
Yeah.
How much?
You can touch.
Yeah, we had from the waist all the way up to right before his mouth.
Even if you're
That's right.
you still kind of manage to get up on your own.
Oh, but while that's going on, I head towards the ham.
All right.
So I will also follow the furlog while the dwarf is helping the gunslinger.
Actually, can I push him into the ripple?
You can push him into the river. You can also grab him and drag him back to the bushes.
Wow. After all I've done for you.
I just help him up.
All right.
After, killing the dragon for you guys, the giant bull for you guys.
These aren't reasons why you're not going to end up in the river.
I'll be by the furlog, shadowing him.
Oh, so you're following him. These guys are.
That's why I wanted to do the stealth roll, so I could follow the furlog up
From a
Gotcha.
distance.
from a distance.
I like your style.
Just covers
Just
back.
in case he tries to scale me.
That's right.
This might actually work. All right. So what we've got here is two people hiding in the far, far back. One individual hiding closer in the bushes, stealthing forward. And we have one very bold furball looking to hire a cook. Sounds good?
Maybe we should be finding a doctor.
As you approach, you see a large cavern in the side of a small rocky cliff that rests nearby the Alianda. That's the river right here, if you can
That's
see
the
it.
river that they want to push him in.
That's the one they want to push him in. You can see a thin trail of smoke rising from outside of this cave right here, coming up.
It's cave.
The rushing of the water and the thick trees of the forest prevent you from seeing directly into the cave. It's incredibly dark. What would you like to do?
I'll put my head up to the rock and then listen.
All right. As you
It's amplification. Right in my ear.
Oh boy.
All right, as you approach, I guess you're probably not quite that close yet. You're about this far when you start walking in. Shoot those rocks that you saw in the forest before. There's maybe 20 of them surrounding this cave, and you're walking forward. Make an athletics roll.
6.
6.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Not bad. You have some amazing athletics. Unfortunately, it's not good
I
enough.
got these legs on for a reason.
Yeah, your hydraulic legs. Unfortunately, one of the hydraulics doesn't kick in quite right, and it trips over these big stones you're trying to clamber over. The rocks fall or roll to the sides, and you fall and scrape your knee, and you're. Oh, exactly. Unfortunately, the moment you make that stumble, the clanking of the rocks and the oof of yourself, from inside the cave, you hear this incredibly great and booming voice, and it says, "No! Come back to torment me some more! Please, just go away and leave me in peace, you foul creatures!" And at that moment, you hear this whoosh sound as one of those huge rocks just comes flinging out of the cave. In your general direction, go ahead and make an athletics roll to dodge.
7.
Alright, 7.
Oh no.
This time your legs save you. The gears kick in and you bound to the side, and this huge rock just clangs, knocks against other rocks. I mean, this would have hurt a lot.
I'm actually here to hire a cook.
Or a doctor.
Alright, so you
No
yell
doctors.
out.
It's useless.
What do we need doctors for?
I am the doctor.
Alright.
Could you hear
You're
me?
silent right now.
Doctor without any supplies.
Oh,
What you see emerge from this cave is a 14-foot tall giant of a man wearing tanned leather skins and holding a rock in either hand. He's got 2 buck teeth that jut from his mouth.
Yes.
And he's got a balding head, a pockmarked face, and wrinkled skin that suggests he's rather old. He's got a huge belly, fat arms, and skinny little legs that you really wonder at how they can sport his great girth. Several of the areas of his body have recent injuries, and you can even see an orc arrow still embedded in the back of one of his arms. He's really angry as he approaches from out of his cave, but it doesn't seem like he's really seen you yet because his eyes are all squinty. What do you want to do?
hey, I think if you put the rock down and I'll put my weapons away, we can have a civil conversation.
He kind of squints.
And then I duck behind the rocks.
One of his rocks is up and he's looking for who's talking. And then his eyes spot you as you're kind of peeking your head out from behind the rocks.
Oh no.
And he's like, he kind of looks in closer. And his rock lowers. He's like, huh? Who are you?
I am a businessman looking to hire somebody like you.
Alright. He's like, you ain't those green ones that were here before?
Oh no, we killed plenty of them. None recent, but we killed a bunch of them. I don't like green things.
Alright, he kind of lowered both rocks. Who are you? This booming voice just kind of echoes off the rocks behind him.
My name's Pip. Maybe you've heard of me. I'm kind of a big deal.
He kind of does this with scratches his head. No.
Oh, you get out your cave very often because almost everyone else knows who I am.
I don't get out of my cave much.
Oh, then, yeah. I know what that's like. I spent like 2 days in a cave once.
Well, I live in mine.
Yeah, I don't live in caves still. Like, I think we got common ground because I've seen caves and I've lived in a cave for like a day, maybe 2.
Alright, roll your stealth roll again. Athletics.
7.
Alright, he stops looking at you for a minute, he starts sniffing the air. He's like, he's looking around elsewhere, but he doesn't see anything, and he comes back to you. So, you ain't wanting to capture me?
No, I could smell your food. It smelled really good. And I was like, maybe he's got extra food. Maybe he wants to sell some food. Maybe he wants to make a living making food.
He's kind of looking at you like he's confused by all the words you're saying. It's a little much for his small brain to kind of track.
Can I?
I got all the time in the world.
You see he's kind of holding his chest where there's still some blood on it, where he'd taken some injuries.
Was it recent enough for me to heal him?
You could probably treat them.
Do you want me to help with that?
He kind of looks down. He looks back to you. He looks down. And he goes, okay.
I have a full stage yet.
Yeah, so I got like a friend, and he's like way better at treating wounds than me. I'm You know, sometimes
That's questionable.
sometimes
Well, I'm pretty good
I
at
don't
treating wounds.
I don't put the stuff on it. I just kind of rub some dirt on there, and then it gets infected. So maybe he come up and look at it.
It's a lot of words for his mind to understand, but he seems
one
to understand.
Person, heal wound.
He kind of grunts and he's like,
I'll do a little better.
I hear that, and I'll go grab the first aid kit and then come up.
And I'll go up there too. Pushing web guy.
Pushing web guy.
I'll say I got one friend, 3 of them show up. Hopefully he's as bad at math as me.
Oh, yes, I show him the nice clean gauze.
all right,
and
make
medicine.
your roll. That would be 8.
What did I roll?
8.
Wow. That's probably pretty
He
good.
sits down and you get to work right away. You're able to jerk the orc arrow out of his leg and he howls a bit and blood starts coming down and you wrap it up real quick and then you clean out the rest of his injuries. You can see some of them were starting to kind of fester a little. And he's none too happy about the pain, but he does appreciate.
We'll push some of them numbing herbs on it to dull the pain.
He says, "Oh, well, thank you for helping me. Do you want some bacon?"
Oh,
Yes? Will that count as a ration for the day?
Yeah. He'll
Oh, yes! We would love some bacon.
All right. He goes and gets some food for all of you for helping him. And you all sit down around a campfire, and he starts doling out the food. So that does count for your ration for today.
Nice.
good.
So for those
We
of
only
you
have one left.
who want to roll your
Still got another week's worth.
hit points to recover your stamina right now, you certainly can.
I lost
if
max
you
stamina,
lost any.
but I'm at max stamina.
I think you lost 1.
No. I don't lose any hit points. I only lost.
He's just got wrecked by the poison.
I just got poisoned.
I thought you lost 1. I remember you because you did 1
Oh
damage.
yeah, he did once. Okay, yeah, that goes back.
So you'll get your 1 back.
Oh, could we make crafting rolls for the night?
Yeah, he's gonna tell you a little bit about himself though first.
Okay.
He goes, "Oh, me, Grunk.
Gronk. That's a good name, Gronk.
I take
I get grump sometimes.
rock and I grunk people I don't like, but I like you."
I like you too, Gronk.
I don't want to be grumped.
Gronk, I like the fact that you got a name that's Gronk, and it's also what you do to people. You Gronk 'em. Oh, I appreciate that about you.
Glunk or grump?
Gronk.
Yeah, you and Pip will get along perfectly. You're about at the same intelligence level.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah. I agree. You would also be good at business.
All right, he tells you, he goes, "The green ones, they came and they did this, and I was not happy about it. They kept saying I was a mammoth, and I'm not.
Oh, we found another mammoth.
You have no idea how it feels to be called a mammoth when you're clearly not a mammoth."
Okay, man. You need him to be related.
Where's Dylan at?
He could so relate to me. Like, I know the feeling.
I met a mammoth once. He was pretty kind to me, so. I mean, sometimes he was a little mean, so I can see what you're talking about.
You're gonna offend the mammoth.
Hey, you shut up. I'm not a good friend.
I get my piggies from the elves. I dig here in my cave and I get these pretty rocks.
Oh,
He's like, "Do you want to see some?"
Oh, why, yes, I would like to see your pretty rocks.
Alright, you eat your piggies and I'll get the rocks. So he goes back inside. Starts digging around and he comes out with he's got a big hand, a handful of gemstones. How many does he got? Probably in one handful. He got 19 gemstones. He's like, "Do you like my pretty rocks?"
I
Oh,
do.
very much so.
They look real nice.
I tried them to the elves for my piggies. Do you have any piggies you want to trade for my rocks?
I suddenly wish I did.
Not one, no.
I got a lot of these rocks, but I don't have very many piggies because I keep eating them.
How many piggies did I give you?
Oh, I get 1 piggy per 1 rock.
That's a pretty good deal.
There's a piggy right here.
Oh, here's a piggy.
Is that why the goblins were here? Did they try to take your piggy?
What?
Is that why the green folk were here? Did they try to take your pig?
No, they came and said I was a mammoth.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
The level of intelligence here.
Oh. Well, maybe I could give you a pretty rock if you could bring me the green guy's heads.
Oh yeah. Oh, we could probably do that.
What are we? 1 rock per head, or what are you looking for?
Yeah.
I only want the big one's head.
Oh, okay. Is he the one that hit you with that arrow?
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
It made me mad. He hit me with like 3 arrows.
Oh.
I told him to go away, but he wouldn't. He kept shooting.
Oh, I've got another deal for you. I could give you this limited edition piggy for 10 rocks.
He kind of sniffs at him. That ain't no piggy. That's a person.
This one's a little slow. He doesn't know the difference between piggy and people.
He said he's slow or he's small because he's short. In fact, you're all pretty short.
Oh no, I got this weird disease where I lost 7 feet. I used to be 7 feet taller.
He just kind of just doesn't know what to do.
He's the biggest one.
He goes, no, I don't want any of it, just want the leader. He's got red face, tusks, and he's only got 1 eye.
Oh,
You bring me his head, I can give you a couple pretty rocks.
Do you got his other eye?
No.
Oh, okay. I want to see it so I could, get better.
To make sure you get the right one.
Okay.
Wait, what? I thought that's why you wanted the eye.
Oh yeah.
Match up the guy to kill the right one.
Well, I want to make sure it fits in. Once we kill him, then the eye fit. If it fits in, we got the right one.
Well, that does make sense.
Yeah. Could we? How late is it in the day?
Let's see. It's probably maybe 4, 5. So supper time.
Yes. Oh well, could we camp here for the night? Well, if the greenies come back, we'll chase them away for you. How's that sound?
No, we'll
Sounds
kill
good.
them for you.
Oh yeah,
Not just chase. I want to kill them.
That's fine as well.
Oh, plenty of room.
Same goal.
Plenty of room.
Oh, quite
This will
good.
be my 3rd night ever in a cave.
He's not sure what he's doing, but he's trying to count, and he runs out of fingers, and he just stops.
Oh no, I spend a lot of time in them.
I would like to, since we're camping.
Yep.
And the amulet will be charged the following morning, so he can heal his head injury.
Yeah.
Or you could heal a hand injury, then you would actually be
This guy-
able to shoot.
He could shoot once then.
Oh,
You'd have
oh,
a
he
constant opening though.
I can heal my hand.
Do they have disadvantage on all rolls if you have head injury though?
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
head
blue
injury's
skill.
like.
No, you constantly have an
Really
opening,
bad.
and you roll a dice for every blue skill. Those are your.
Oh,
It's
okay,
all
that's
blue.
not as bad. Okay. I would like to roll a dice to try to craft
How do we get chemical components?
more chemical components.
You can search for them. You want to get more chemical components?
I want to search for them.
Okay.
What do I roll versus?
It would be on the sheets that did not get printed.
It's the dice 10 versus your crafting skill.
It depends on
Depends
which
how
location
close
you're
you
at.
are to a
You guys are in a
tunnel
forest.
Oh,
I'm in a forest, and then I go
It'll
to
be on the very
exotics.
first sheet.
The very first one.
Very, very first one. Well, the second page on the first tab. No.
Oh yeah. Chemical in woods is only a dice 6.
Dice 6
Oh.
it is.
spectacular. 5,
6.
I'm gonna reroll that. 2. Okay, I get none.
6. But I got a tool belt thingy, so I'm gonna re-roll. 6 again! God dang it.
Wait, what were you rolling for?
Chemical components.
You were also getting chemical components? You both are?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's
So I'll re-roll for you.
Roll for me.
3.
I got 3 of them. Yeah. Did you re-roll? I got a tool
I
belt.
did reroll. I didn't get it.
Oh.
Tough dice.
Yeah, that does
And
suck.
then I'm gonna make something for my suit again.
I
Alright.
can't make anything because I got no.
I'm gonna give him one chemical
I just like
component.
start picking at it with my face.
One chemical.
I can use 4 spells because I'm only gonna use 1. And then I'm gonna do the armor.
The extra armor.
Yeah, which I can't do anything with until I get to a town.
You'll need to buy higher, stronger armor.
But that'll be nice.
True. If you got the cash.
Yeah. I have 24 gold, but I also have 2 injuries, so.
You could just add the vitality for now. The
If you
vitality
find
one.
like a temple, that would be nice.
That would give you something.
I'm trying to make a healing
They
potion
switch
for you,
it when
but
you get
it's
to
just not happening.
It's not happening tonight.
I'll just do the armor thing.
I'm gonna
Okay.
thank you for your hospitality. You can have this, and I'll give him a scimitar. So I can't carry it.
Looks like a little knife. You can cut piggies with it.
Yeah, it's a fillet knife for piggies.
Can't even grab it.
Can't even
I know
grab
it's a little hard to use at time, but it's real good at cutting pigs.
Okay, well thank you.
Yeah.
He's trying to play with it and it's just not working very well. In fact, while playing with it, he like puts it in his teeth. Bends it.
It makes good toothpicks.
Bends it back.
Wait, what did he give him?
I'll give him a
Sword.
scimitar.
Yeah. In fact, he starts using it for his toothpick. It does work very well for a toothpick. Well, you sleep here for the night. Nothing wants to bother the giant in the cave, so you're fairly safe. What would you like to do the next morning?
Cross the river?
Feel alive.
Or we could hunt that goblin.
Or not.
Oh,
hunt
you
the
can
goblin.
heal your head injury this morning.
Or hand injury.
Or hand injury.
Or
Or
chest
a
injury.
hand injury.
Oh, what's better? I'd probably say it'd be better to have something to defend myself with.
Heal a hand injury?
Yeah.
So I let one hand out of the web.
Yeah, and then I'm kind of like.
Still delirious.
After he does that, I'll open up all the web and take all the web off.
What are you doing?
I want to make sure you didn't hurt yourself with your arm being broken, so I'll help web it, but I don't want to be mean.
You're so nice to me.
Alright.
The only way to get web off is to bonnet off. Everyone knows
At
that.
point, my
Is
guy
the
had-
crossing down a bit further? Still? We need to go more west?
You are approximately half a day's journey from the orc camp and a half a day's journey from the crossing, the fork.
Alright.
Should have shot you ages ago.
I say that we skip the orc quest that the giant gave us and go to the crossing because we are not
No.
healthy enough to deal with the orcs.
Oh, depends how many of them there are. I don't
We
think
saw
there-
this orc.
Trust me, there's
No,
plenty.
I'm saying there could be 2 groups.
There's only so many orcs with the one eye
Wait,
and tusks.
did you see? Did you tell us that?
Yeah, I told you there was a shit ton
No,
of orcs.
you didn't tell us about that specific.
Oh, I didn't tell you about the specific
I
eye
thought you
orc
did.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, you just
No.
So
You
we
just
wouldn't
told us
know about that. That's
No.
what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah. You didn't even see one. Like
Okay, that was a very broad statement. Oh, I tell you about the orcs.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of greenskins, more than we can freaking handle. We should just move on and deliver the bomb to Gold Blast.
May I suppose we mosey on our way across that river there?
Why did you
Indubitably, sir, indubitably.
Why did you keep the gang on?
I imagine with one arm I would at least like. What did you put? What is in my mouth?
Yeah.
That's chewing tobacco.
That tastes nasty.
So anyway, yes,
I know.
across the river we go.
All right.
We will move
We
you.
can cross the river.
At this point, should we take a short break and we'll continue on afterwards?
So I can teach some friends some manners here about how to handle wounded
Properly gag someone.